to episode 4 of Popcorn Ranch. Today, it's me, Afiyah, Chris, and Claire.
Hi!
And we actually have Claire's girlfriend here, Natalie.
Hi.
Reluctantly, somewhat.
I'm just stuck here.
Thank you for joining us anyway. We're happy to have you.
Sure.
So, Chris and I started rewatching this show called The Colony. Have you guys seen it?
Is that the post-apocalyptic one?
Yeah.
Is it the realistic show? Reality show? Or is it
it's the reality show, like the quote-unquote experiment.
I never saw it. Is it good?
You will learn a lot of shit from the first episode. The first season.
It's pretty amazing. Like, wood gas alone. Like, I didn't know you could make gasoline from just burning wood.
What?
Yeah, like you burn wood in, essentially what they did is they had a bucket, and they put wood in there to start a fire, and then they have another bucket with just wood in it, and then the heat that it creates, that gas can be used as fuel, but because it's still gas and it's not a liquid, you have to have it constantly going and use a pipe to feed it into whatever you're using, whether it's a generator or even the engine to a car or something like that.
What? That doesn't sound terribly practical.
But, what they ended up doing is running their car with it, is they just built I think it's a gasifier?
Yeah, gasifier.
They built a gasifier.
It sounds like a fake word.
I know. I swear I'm not.
I don't think that's a real thing.
Gasifier.
It built it on the vehicle that they were going to use to, escape. And,
Escape where?
Essentially, they're there for...
10 weeks.
Yeah, not 10 weeks. Is it 10 weeks?
Yeah, it's 10 weeks.
Oh, yes, it is. Sorry. So they're there for 10 weeks, and then, towards the end, they're there in, just a building, and they're like, well, this is your safe house, this is where you keep going. And then eventually, you'll get news of another, more populated area to escape to, because they have, marauders and people who are trying to steal your shit throughout the show.
Mm.
And so then eventually they all try and find some way to make a vehicle and then pile into it and drive off into the sunset, which is essentially when the show ends.
What do you win if you win?
You don't win anything. It's not a game show or anything.
They're all volunteers.
It's just the idea of, let's see if you could survive in this type of atmosphere.
Yeah, not worth it.
I liked it better when Bear Grylls did it.
Yeah!
Oh my god. Why?
Amber's wild.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
He's cute.
He just got, dead quiet.
He's got his own, brand of, camping gear and...
No, you're confusing him with, what's-his-face? Aren't you? What's the other one?
The other one's the one we like. Bear Grylls is the one who drinks his
you're right.
tea.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
What's the other one's name?
I don't know. Otherwise, I would have brought him into the conversation. Physically, I would have brought him. I would summon him.
I would summon him and have him discuss this on our podcast.
But the thing is, with the colony, I really enjoy it and seeing what they end up coming up with. But for the first season, which is better than the second one, but the first one, they're everybody is an engineer or works for NASA, and then the warehouse and everything is fitted with things that are perfect to make.
Well, then that's a perfect scenario.
It's a little too...
Context.
It's if you put me in the situation, in that same warehouse, I would be fucked, because, I know what the fuck I'm gonna make. I don't know. But...
See something out of some wire, and I'm gonna make this done.
Yeah.
They should show where they drop people in the middle of nowhere and make it a post-apocalyptic scenario, so there's, a burnt-out shell of a car, and there's, one wheel in the field, and there's some jugs of water, and there's a tree, and they have to make something out of that.
A couture dress.
And survive.
Designers.
Designers?
Make it work.
Make it work. Oh my god, I watched that show. Apocalyptic show.
But they just drop them there and they're blindfolded and they all wake up in different scenarios of, like, destruction and see what they make. Like, what if they wake up in a busted up, dilapidated convenience store?
Well, like,
And they find things there.
with the first one, it was supposed to be kind of like just your typical, like, generic wasteland, and they were in California. But in the second one, they were in Louisiana. And then, like, they created, like, this whole, this illness that was, like, a form of avian flu and stuff. So, like, if you touched somebody else that wasn't a part of your group, then you had to go in quarantine for, like, 24 hours, or no,
like
12 hours.
This fake contagion.
Yeah, it was like this fake contagion, and then they dropped them off what was supposed to be, like, you know, like the government's little place for them to I guess, to be contained. But in that one, I know that where they filmed was actually a place that Hurricane Katrina had hit. So, like, all the destruction and stuff was real from that. But, of course, they go through and put, I'm sure, little convenient things in there for them to figure out.
Weird. I remember this reality show a long time ago. It was, like, very short-lived, but it was, like, a murder mystery show. And, like, they had to solve the mystery, and, like, one by one, the people would get killed off. Not really, but, you know, they get caught.
I want them to really get killed off. This sounds like...
They really got killed, actually. I actually read it later that they all died. So, like, the remaining people would have to figure out, like, how they died, like, what happened to him, who it was, because one of the people was the killer. You know, it's like that game that you play when you're a little kid where you, like, everybody lays down on the ground. Do you remember that? No. Do you know what I'm talking
That
about?
sounds
In the
familiar.
dark?
What?
In the dark?
I think it's in the dark. It was like that.
I don't remember the name, but we played it at church.
The inappropriate places like church, like
Mormon church. Only in the stake center, too.
At my church, we played Amazon Women, and all of the opposite sex would have to cling together, and then the girls, because I was a teenager, the girls would come in, and they would very roughly as possible yank them apart until no limbs were connected to each other.
What the hell?
You would have like these two guys that were like clinging for dear life to this game, and you'd have like 7 girls pulling their hair and their legs.
What the hell?
This is what I played in church.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, I played that and that weird game where you eat things. It's the speed eating where you're supposed to, like, you know, eat a bag of gummy bears.
You mean like
and then the next
Chubby
person,
Bunny?
I don't know, but
What churches did you all go to? My church didn't do any of this shit.
The Church of Satan.
Church of Satan. That's my church.
Non-denominational Satan church. But, yeah. And they made me eat a pack of Kool-Aid, which, if you've never had Kool-Aid without sugar, is the most terrible, mouth-burning thing you'll ever consume.
It's pretty bad.
Do you guys remember making Kool-Aid as a kid, putting like 2 whole cups of sugar in there?
I remember. I don't think we
I
made
was
Kool-Aid.
like at my friend's house, and I'd be like, "Holy shit!"
We never had Kool-Aid.
Well, I didn't have it at my house either. I'm just saying, at my like rich ass friend's house, they got Kool-Aid.
We didn't have Kool-Aid. We had those little barrel juices.
What? What are you talking? What?
You mean, wait, what is it called?
I didn't know if it had a name. We just always, cause it looks like a little barrel.
You mean the stuff that we buy at Smith's?
We don't buy shit. I haven't had one in years. We don't buy it.
You guys remember that juice or soda, whatever, that had like the little colored pearls in it? That were like floating?
Oh.
I remember Orbits had that.
They're Orbits.
Yeah, that.
That stuff was so fucking gross.
I never drank it, but I always wanted to because I thought it looked really cool.
We got it for free because my dad's company distributed it. So, he would bring some home, and it was gross. You should never have to chew what you're drinking.
Have you ever had boba tea?
I can't, no. But I still think it's different, because the boba doesn't it doesn't float around. Like, it sits at the bottom, usually.
Yeah.
This was like floating. Like, if you drank from the mouth of the bottle, you would get these little... Ugh.
Things.
Yeah.
Like, as if someone just spat back their food.
Yeah, kind of. Like, you know that infection that I get in my tonsil? It was like that.
Ew, no, that's terrible. Why would you put that in a drink?
I don't think that's what they actually put in it.
No, I mean, like,
That's
look.
It's cryptic
Yeah.
tonsil,
into the soda.
Yep.
Yeah, there was green flavored infection and blue flavored.
Oh my god. Do you guys have a favorite dessert that's not from America? Like, I love mochi.
Let me think about that.
Or treat. I will just say treat.
Does it have
Treat.
to be foreign? Like, cause I don't know what's American and what isn't. I'm retarded like that. Probably none of it's American.
Like,
Well, when I was a
Cowboy?
kid, I Kinder Eggs.
Oh yeah, Kinder Eggs are good.
Yeah, Kinder Eggs were pretty cool. They were good chocolate from Germany, and they came with a little toy inside of them.
They were hollow.
Yeah.
Are they like Wonder Balls?
Yeah, it's like that, but better.
I thought
But not terrible.
I thought they stopped making those or they were banned or something.
They still make them overseas, but I don't think they can have them in America.
Some idiot chose.
Yeah.
Someone wasn't watching their kid.
Because the wrapper that has a toy inside the chocolate isn't enough notice that there's
Yeah.
a toy inside the chocolate.
Oh, I know my favorite treat one. Sorry, I keep counting creepily because I'm crocheting while we're doing this.
Those Pfeffernuss cookies my grandma gets are really good
Yeah,
too.
we like to buy Pfeffernuss for her German grandma. But there's a type of British chocolate that I really like that has honeycomb inside.
Oh, is it crunchy?
Yeah, it's crunchy.
I
It's
love
so,
crunchy.
So freaking good. I love that. I used to have a British friend, and like her family would go back to England all the time. They'd bring me back like 7 bars of it.
Oh, you like those maple cookies?
Yeah.
from Japan.
Oh yeah. They're these little maple
Maple
shaped,
leaf.
pastries from Japan. You can only get them on Miyajima Island, which is off the coast of Hiroshima. They're shaped like Japanese maple leaves, and they're filled with red bean paste.
Oh yeah, we have them at an international market here.
Yeah, like the legit ones, like they're all made on Miyajima and shipped out. Like they're the most popular thing that you can get there. And also, the 2 things Miyajima is famous for are these momiji manju, which is what they're called, and randomly rice scoops, like wooden rice scoops. They have the world's largest rice scoop on that island. It was as big as a car. I looked at it while I ate my momiji manju. It was very nice. It's like on the outside of a building where they make them.
That's great.
I was like, that's amazing. Yeah, I like those, and I
like those milk candies that you say taste like cheese.
they do taste like
They
cheese.
don't. They taste like milk.
They taste like cheese.
They're called Milka, and they're hard candies, and they taste like milk with like sugar in them. And she says they taste like cheese.
They taste like cheese.
But they're good.
Milka doesn't taste like cheese.
I agree. Oh, and then green tea chocolate is really good. Matcha chocolate's good.
Oh, that's
That's what I like.
But it's really expensive.
I like yogurt flavored haichu, which doesn't exist anymore.
Yogurt flavored. I want haichu flavored yogurt.
What?
I love haichu so much. Can you just give it to me and everything?
In every form possible.
Yeah.
You would have loved this. It was like special edition that they only had like when I was in Japan this one time, and I got addicted to it, and it doesn't exist anymore.
It does taste like yogurt too.
It does. Like
really
we found some other brand of Japanese like soft candy that was yogurt, and it really does taste like it's amazing, like vanilla yogurt.
It's very good.
So, why are we obsessed with, as a people, Why are we obsessed with food tasting like other food?
I don't know. I think partially it's novelty, but it's also because we love that food so much. I don't know.
I want only this flavor in everything I eat.
Hamburger.
Ew. Oh. Ugh.
Like that fucking pizza cake on Ellen.
Oh, that was gross.
What?
It looked like a regular cake. It looked like a cake. And you cut it and you tasted it and it tasted exactly like pizza.
Ew. That would just mess me
I
up,
would
like, in my head.
Serve it at like a birthday party, but don't tell anybody.
Birthday! Have some chocolate cake, just.
Like that
The
fucking...
only way that would work at a birthday party is if you had pizza that tasted like cake. It looked like pizza.
What would the ice cream be though?
The ice cream? I don't know.
I don't know.
Birthday present
sticks.
would taste like presents.
Breadsticks.
Or marinade. Or sorry,
Oh, yeah,
marinara.
Marinara.
That's how I say it. Marinara.
Marinello. There's a makeup school here called Marinello, and
No one can say it.
no one can pronounce it correctly. It's
They're like
really
Malinillo.
Malinilla.
That's scary.
Well, that was like when I worked at Hollywood Video. It's completely entertaining to have people come in and then try and ask you what movies are about when they don't even know how to pronounce the title. Like when Chronicles of Narnia came out, people were asking me what Nadia was.
Nadia?
Nadia.
Audio.
Nadia Chronicles of Nadia?
What's Nadia? I'm like, what?
Nadia.
That's like Claire's job, and everybody comes in for a chai tea, and they all say Tai Chi. All of them say Tai. I want some Tai Chi.
We don't.
And people can't pronounce macchiato either.
Oh, if you can't pronounce it, don't order it.
Exactly.
You know.
I want a macchiato. Like, that's the thing.
Well, I work in a department store, so I get to hear a bunch of people mispronounce chemise over and over again. Chemise. Chamois? Chamois?
Chamois?
Yeah, chamois.
I work in the shoe department, and the women I work with didn't know how to pronounce taupe. The color taupe. They were like, what's toppy? And I was like, what? And they're all like at least 20 years my senior.
Yeah.
And I was just like, are you serious? You don't know. I don't even wear these fucking shoes. I know what it's called.
Toppy.
Poppy.
Taupe.
I'm just crazy at my job because no one can pronounce caramel correctly.
Yeah.
Everybody says caramel.
Caramel.
I hate that.
And there are 2 A's in that word, okay? I'm trying to lead a revolution to say caramel. Every time someone orders something that's caramel, I'm like, so you want a caramel? Caramel latte?
What's that brown stuff? I don't want that brown stuff. I wanted the thing that said chocolate. Cinnamon.
Reminds me, Chris finally got me out of the habit of pronouncing almond wrong.
Oh, you want to hear a funny joke?
Okay.
Why is it called almond when it's off the tree?
Why?
Because we knocked the L out of it.
That's just a stupid Chico joke. Don't mind
Oh, okay. I don't get it.
Because in here where we live, there's a huge almond agriculture, and
They all pronounce it almond.
they say almond when it's like off the tree. When it's on the tree, they call it almond, and so it's a local joke that they knocked the L out of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're over here like, I don't know what the fuck.
Like, I feel stupid. What is going on?
Have I been pronouncing it wrong? Apparently, we're not supposed to use the L.
If you want to sound fancy and like pretentious, you can be like, yes, almonds.
That's like that internet joke about cantaloupe. About
Did you guys see that?
Oh, in Australia, it's not called cantaloupe.
Oh, yeah.
and it's like rock melon. What the hell, Australia? You can't even name stuff right.
Stuff that tastes
Yeah.
like food.
I know. like
Everything kills you.
let's
Everything
go
is
to the
spiders.
store and buy a bunch of orange sticks. Let's go buy some yellow longs. We'd like some yellow longs.
I don't know what supermarket it was, and where in the world it was, but bananas, instead of saying bananas, it said, like, long yellow things.
Long
Yeah,
yellow.
I saw that.
Oh man.
Yellow things.
Long yellow.
I think rock melon sounds pretty badass, though.
I wouldn't want to eat a rock melon, though, because it sounds like it'd be really painful.
I think it sounds really dumb.
It is kind of... And then someone, I guess, looked up cantaloupe and they thought it was a honeydew melon, and they're like, I don't understand.
There's a clear difference. Honeydew tastes better, and it's green.
I like watermelon the most.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the best melon.
The best of all melons.
King of melons.
I just like melon flavored other food.
Oh my god, watermelon flavored anything is so good.
It is. It's the best flavor.
But it's totally, the artificial doesn't taste anything like watermelon.
I don't even care. I don't care.
Well, that's like artificial banana does not taste like banana, but I love artificial banana.
Or raspberry. Raspberry never tastes like raspberries either.
Or strawberry.
It's like schnozberry. You know what I like the best though with, artificially flavored things that taste good? Apple. Sometimes you get really good apple flavored stuff and you're just like, oh my god. At least that's how I am.
Starbucks they're doing a trial on peach syrup for their teas, and it's really good. It actually tastes like peach.
It tastes like peach flavored Japanese stuff. You know,
Yeah.
if you've ever had peach flavored candy
Or tea.
or tea, that's what it tastes like. It's so flippin' good.
And it really does taste like peach.
Peach.
I hate peaches.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah, shut up.
Fine, I won't bring you peach cobbler. Fine.
That's totally cool.
Honestly, yeah, that's totally okay.
Whatever.
Please don't, because then I don't have to sit there and eat it and try to look nice. This is so good.
Since we're saying crazy things, I hate breathing. Since, hey,
We all become friends.
You know what? As an asthmatic, I hate breathing too. Fucking sucks sometimes. I hate trucks.
I hate the trees.
I hate stairs.
I hate subways.
I hate feet.
Did you say feet?
Yes.
I hate feet too!
Oh, you know what? No one at my job appreciated this, so I'm going to tell you this story. I have 2 pairs of work shoes for my coffee job, and Potato is obsessed with coffee smells because when he was a baby, that's when Natalie worked at Starbucks. And so he loves that smell, and he was sleeping on my shoes. Actually, he's sleeping on my shoes right now. And I had to go to work, and I was like, I can't move him. I can't bring myself to do it. So I got my other shoes out and put those on instead. That's how much I love my cat. So my coworkers are like, I want to move him. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You suck.
It's like I lost sleep for a little while because Larka took up my part of the bed. And I felt bad, so I was like all scrunched up, like in the fetal position on my pillow. Because she was taking up the bottom portion, and I was like, I'm losing sleep of this. I need to move her. But she's just so comfortable.
Oh, that's how our cats are. It's like, oh, I'm so comfortable. I can't bring myself to do it.
It's like, could you imagine if you were sitting there and you were just really fucking comfortable, and someone was like, get up, and just like took you off? It's like, I hate you!
Someone who's 4 times as big.
Yeah, exactly.
You suffer.
That's scary.
Why is there a giant lifting me off my bed?
Oh my god.
so from what I was led to believe about this podcast, you guys talked about nerdy stuff, but so far it's been cats and long yellow things. So.
I have a whole list right in front of me, and I've been looking at it and waiting for some kind of segue, but we've been just talking about feet and yellow fruits and rock melons.
That's how it goes, man.
Go with the flow. Fine then, fine, Natalie. What should we talk about?
I don't know, it's your guys' show.
Cop out.
Oh, we talked about space movies. I think it had to have been last time.
Yeah, it was last time.
And how they're becoming, space movies are coming back as the new, fad, I guess. And there's another one coming called, oh Jesus, I'm gonna butcher this.
Jesus?
No, it's not Jesus.
Oh, Jesus!
It's Jesus, I'm going to butcher this. It's called Elysium? Elysium? Elysium. It is. Okay.
Please. It's like the Fields of Elysium.
You know, where you go when you die in Greek mythology if you're a good person.
Oh, that makes sense. Not really. Oh, no, it kinda does. No, it doesn't. Let me explain what this movie's about. The two main fucking actors are Jodie Foster and Matt Damon, first of all.
Matt Damon!
Matt Damon!
Matt Damon!
Space spies. Obviously, it's going to be about space spies.
Space spies.
It takes place in, like, 2123, and the rich people are living in this space station, while all the poor people, like the 99%, are living on, like, a ruined Earth. And, Matt Damon's character, I guess, is trying to find the middle place and trying to reacquaint the populations. It was a really shitty summary on IMDb. That's all I got from it.
It sounds like another ripoff of a Japanese anime.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, serious?
It sounds like about 1 million different animes that came out in the 90s about like a sky society and all the poor people living on the
Isn't that basically
Earth.
what Harlock is?
Well, like, you know, like Battle Angel Alita,
Oh, I like that show.
like stuff like that,
Yeah.
where you have all the rich people living up high and then they toss all the poor people onto the surface that's full of garbage.
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 Yeah.
Garbage.
They physically toss them?
Sometimes.
Maybe.
Yeah. And robots, too. And it didn't have Matt Damon in it, so. Right.
It's a bonus.
Yeah.
My problem with recent space movies is that none of them actually take place in space. Like, I saw the trailer for Star Trek, and I love Star Trek. I've always loved Star Trek, but, like, it literally was not in space at all.
Yeah.
But
No,
like
it's like-
a lot of classic Star Trek, they were just on planets.
It's still space.
That's in space, though.
Yeah, okay, on Earth, we're in space, then, is the
Yeah, but
argument.
they came back onto the ship, so it counts, because they had a 30-minute limit.
So then where are they? If they're not in a spaceship and they're not on a planet, where are they?
On the movie?
Yeah.
In the movie, they're on Earth. They're on Earth.
No, are we talking about the second one, or the new one, or the original one? Or not the original, sorry, the remake.
The remake,
Yeah, the new one.
The new Trek.
Okay, that's what, every time, like, I turned, because I haven't watched it, but anytime I turned the TV on and it was on, like, I felt like they were always not doing anything.
They look like they're doing The Matrix again. That's what it looks like. It looks
I
like
just couldn't do the, what is it called? The solar, no, not solar. Lens flare. I could not handle the lens flare in that movie.
So much lens.
Everywhere!
Lens flare.
It's like if you,
I
like,
just love
had
space.
your phone and you got a text message and the little light lit up, there would be a lens flare.
I'm just not a big fan of the Uhura reboot. Uhura was my favorite character. Uhura and Spock were my favorite characters from the original, and I do not like her in the new one. I feel like they made her a pop idol.
Such a badass in the original.
Yeah,
like, she
dude.
literally was like.
She took no shit.
I'm just,
She had guts in her crazy beehive.
I'm not like the biggest fan of that actress either. I feel like they just throw her in shit for sex appeal.
Yeah.
I think so.
And she
I
needs
gotta
to
say,
eat her
though,
pizza.
I was, when we watched the new Star Trek, I was pleasantly surprised by Zachary Quinto, though. Because I'd only known him as Siler from Heroes, which was horrible, and he was horrible in it. And then he did Spock, and I was like, alright, he's pretty good.
Product of good writing.
Yeah. I feel like he did a pretty good job with Spock. I mean, how little emotion you're really allowed to show with Spock. It has to be subtle but powerful, and I think he did a good job with that. but I really fucking hate Uhura's ponytail. Can I just say that? I hate her ponytail so much. It looks like she jumped out of a Beyonce video and put on a cosplay from eBay. It's terrible.
That's a really good, that as a tag that I have on Tumblr is, that's an astute summary.
Yeah. I really don't like Uhura.
Speaking of space movies, when's the Space Captain Harlock movie gonna come out?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be out ages ago.
They made like a new CG version, of Harlock, and it's supposed to be a movie was supposed to come out in December, and it's still not out, not even in Japan. But I'm like not holding my breath for it because the trailer made it look like, Kei Yuki, the blonde girl, if you've ever seen anything from Harlock, the blonde girl is like Harlock's love interest, which is not correct because space is Harlock's love. Space and death.
Space and sadness and a glass of wine.
And also death.
Yeah, and also death. Well, plus, they really made it seem like in the original series that she's more of a daughter.
Yeah, she's more like a daughter
figure. A daughter figure, and then Daiba is like his son figure.
His son.
And the reader surrogate.
He's the reader surrogate. I really hope Daiba's in the movie because no one remembers him.
I know. Poor Daiba.
Poor Tadashi Daiba.
Your parents were killed.
Oh my god, no, you guys, okay, so...
Don't say
I'm not allowed
it.
to say it, I guess, but I'll tell you later.
It's stupid. Don't say it.
It's awesome.
No.
Why is it not?
I don't want you to share that.
Fine. I'll tell Afiyah later.
Okay. Harlock secrets.
Podcast, you're not privy to my secrets.
Oh, the people who listen to it, which is Afiyah while she's editing,
Yeah.
will be so disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm really sad for that.
I need to tell you this. I'm not on Reddit as much as I used to be, but there's this section you had to have known because you go on fucking Reddit. Today I learned.
It's called Today I Learned.
Yes, and it's a bunch of like random information. And the top one today was Today I Learned. Samuel L. Jackson has a clause in all of his movie contracts stating that he gets 2 days off a week to golf, and the producers have to pay for it.
What?
Wow.
Like, of course, it's Samuel L. fucking Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know.
I could
Well,
never
like,
do that with my fame, though. I could
No.
never. They'd be like, you want anything? And I'm like, no.
I could,
Natalie would.
because otherwise they'd just walk all over you and take advantage of you work-wise.
I think I would ask for really stupid things, though.
Yeah.
Like, I want a cat cafe in my dressing room.
Kittens everywhere.
I want a kitten on call every time I go on break.
Actually, that would be great.
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah.
Kittens.
What the shit?
I wish to roll in a bed of kittens.
Don't roll on them.
We'll roll together, it'll be okay.
So, do you guys watch Supernatural?
We've stopped for a little bit.
Because I couldn't, like, Afiyah would watch a marathon of it, like, all day, and I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't. I had a dream where I was Dean, and I can't do it anymore. We need to stop this for a little while.
Speaking of supernatural dreams,
Oh my god, you have to hear this.
it was about Misha Collins, who plays Castiel the Angel, and I don't think my brain fully comprehends how you're supposed to have celebrity fantasy dreams, because my celebrity fantasy dream was I met him at a convention. He had me flip off some Homestuck cosplayers that were laying on the ground in the lobby. Made me stay up until 3 a.m. so that we could get breakfast at the hotel. Then he, after not sleeping for a day and a half, passed out in our hotel room on our bed, and we had to call his wife and have her send a car to pick him up. That was my dream.
That's okay.
That's
I went
legit.
to Disneyland with Skrillex in a dream.
Oh god.
That was-
Skrillex and Deadmau5.
Everything about that sounds horrible. Horrible.
It was really weird because like we were going on the Buzz Lightyear ride. And we got separated, and we're like, oh, it's okay, we'll meet you on the other side. And we couldn't find them. We thought they were abducted, and they were.
Oh no!
I know. I don't even remember how that dream ended. I think I just woke up when we found out that they were abducted.
That's amazing. I apparently have dreams about Mario Party a lot.
Yeah, she talks in her sleep.
That's hilarious.
One night she woke me up at about 2 or 3 in the morning, and she was like, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." Baby goes to sleep, and she goes, "No, that's how Wario laughs in the game. That's how he's supposed to sound."
I knew exactly what it was as soon as you did it.
Yeah.
We
try not to play it right before we go to bed anymore.
When we first got the Xbox, and we played a lot of Left 4 Dead, I guess I had a Left 4 Dead dream. I have to assume I did. I don't remember anything, but Chris hears me in my sleep going, "Ammo! I need ammo!" I was like, that's great.
Usually when I talk in my sleep, Natalie will just like pat me and be like, no, go to sleep. You don't need that.
I'll be like, "Shh, I love you, baby. Shut up. Go to sleep. Shut up. Shut up."
Did you guys see that post I made about when I was sleep talking? And I was like, Natalie told me to be quiet, and I was like,
Yeah.
"You're suspicious!" Apparently she's being really suspicious.
Oh my goodness. Chris apparently, has to fight off ladies with a stick and tell them that, she's married to me.
In your
In
dream?
real life or in your dream?
In the dreams.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely not in real life. That's what happens. Not unless they're like 13 years old.
Oh, it was a dude once. Who wasn't it? Who was it?
It was David Beckham. No, but David Beckham was after you, not me.
Oh.
And I was like, asshole, get off my lady.
In your dream?
Yeah, in my dream, David Beckham was like, oh, hey, Afiyah. And I was like, no.
I just imagined David Beckham doing that. It was kind of awesome in my head. Hey, Afiyah.
Hey, Afiyah.
I bounce a soccer ball off of my glistening chest.
I tend to have celebrity dreams about celebrities that I like being really annoying and aggravating me. That's my dreams. Like, I'll hit them in the face, or they'll, like, drag me around a convention, and I'm like, oh my god, I still have 4 days left of this convention. Why?
Didn't you punch Misha Collins in the face in a dream once?
Yeah, in another dream, I punched Misha Collins in the face. But I think that's because we were doing his scavenger hunt Gish West, and I was really exhausted.
Taking it out on a...
No more unicorns!
Fuck you, Dream Misha.
No more kale.
No more kale.
Oh
my god.
What do you have?
Hold on, I'm looking at my list.
The list I have prepared. It's not pretend. It's a real list.
It's a real list.
It's a real list. So, Chris and I were at Barnes & Noble looking at, publishers on books, and, we passed by Aragon, and I just remembered what a terrible movie that was. I don't know, maybe it was just me, but I thought it was an awful movie.
It had Garrett
and I
Hedlund,
was one of those,
though.
I know, it was tiny Garrett Hedlund.
You know what? I think he only looks good in motion. I think he photographs really badly.
Well, I'm not talking about, like, I think he's hot, but...
Like, generally speaking, he does not photograph well. He's only good in motion.
Like, Afiyah has a list of actors that she wishes, like, she could adopt.
Oh.
Like if I could have a baby, and then that baby would essentially be that person, then yeah, I have a list of that.
I have a future husbands list.
Mine
Such as
is
that
like-
cat in the Abercrombie and Fitch bag.
Who would I let in my house to hang out?
Yeah, see, it's
Not many, though.
it's never like a romantic thing. It's always like, you'd be really cool to hang out with.
You'd be a really cool blank.
I'd let you in my house and know you wouldn't murder me. That's usually...
That's legit.
Misha Collins.
Yeah, not Misha Collins.
His teeth freak me out. I hate his teeth.
I think it's just because when he smiles, he looks evil.
He looks evil generally, like all the time.
It's his brow, isn't it?
No, it's his creepy teeth.
No, I don't think his smile reaches his eyes in the same way that it does for a lot of people, because his eyes are always like a little squinty and his brow's a little low. So,
well, you know, Tyra Banks says that you can smile without crinkling eyes.
you know what? Every person that fucking says, "Whoa, that GIF 1 from GIF 2 was so different." No, it fucking wasn't. I've seen that episode, and I'm like, no, you just moved your ears back a little bit. You just moved, like, your eye corners
that's
back.
bullshit, because you know I can change my emotion in my eyes alone without changing anything else.
You can, but she can't. I don't know.
But
You gotta smize more. Smizing.
you know what else? I bet you can change your eye color depending on your mood.
They still make mood rings, by the way.
Yeah, we saw them at my job.
Oh my god.
I had this lady visiting from Europe, and she's like, "Do you have any mood rings? I really want to bring one back to my son." I was like, "What century are you in Europe?"
I want to show him the magic from other countries. Of blizzards, of Hot Topic.
Oh my god. Oh man, that was a sensation when it was an actual fad.
You remember it? Do you remember back in the day?
Back in the day, when mood rings were also mood necklaces.
Also mood earrings. Actually, we have mood earrings now.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. They're like mood plugs.
Oh, that's interesting.
So your nasty stretched ear holes can show your mood.
What is in it that causes that change?
It's some kind of like heat reactive, like I think it's some kind of metal or something.
It is.
That changes depending on heat. Because I mean, they have. Do you ever see that post on Tumblr? There's a type of tile you can buy for your bathroom that is basically mood ring material.
Oh, that's so cool. Depending on the heat, it'll change.
That'd
Yeah.
be weird. It'd be like walking into a Michael Jackson music video.
It's inside the shower, and they were showing it how it like changes color when the water hits it, and of course Tumblr jumps to the most perverted conclusion. They're like, "You should have sex on it." Why would you want a giant butt print on there?
Because Tumblr's all about butts.
Yeah. Then I'm sure somebody reblogged it and was like, "That was so cis. How dare you say that?"
That's so butt-is.
Yeah.
Not everybody has a butt.
That's butt. How dare you be a butt enabler?
I think it's dangerous having all four of us on the podcast.
What about those people that can't have butts?
What about people who can't take showers?
Yeah.
What about people who just have bathtubs?
What?
I should have never mentioned the Michael Jackson video because now I'm imagining like coming out of the bathtub and there's a homeless guy sitting in your bathroom and you gotta put like a coin in his cup and then he turns into a guy in a suit like the video.
A towel? Like,
I guess. Maybe he'll like brush your hair for you or something, I don't know.
why? Oh my god, that reminds me of our club rap that we made up about the shower.
I don't even remember.
Oh my god, one time we were rapping about dancing in the club, and then it turned into, you're actually in the shower, and
Oh, yeah.
it was like, I went to the club, but it was actually a club sandwich, and then it turned out you were in the shower with a soggy sandwich.
They're like still there for some reason.
All your friends are there in the shower, and you're all dressed and you have soggy sandwiches. This literally went on for like 20 minutes. It was awesome.
We did this the whole time we were in the shower.
Yeah.
This is what happens to us like before Fanime. We just become delirious.
Yeah.
We really do.
The other day I was laughing at something on Tumblr, and, it was...
Let me tell you, because she'll start laughing. It's not a long story. I was at work, and when I'm at work, she becomes delirious because she goes on Tumblr all day.
Because I miss you.
She laughed so hard that she almost started choking. And she was trying to get to the kitchen so she could turn off the water kettle that was making noise, and she was falling all over the ground. This is what happens when I'm not home.
Because it was that post where the person was playing soccer and they kicked the ball at the goalie's face by accident, and they tried to say, "Are you okay?" and "I'm sorry" at the same time. And it came out, "Are you fucking sorry?"
I remember that one.
I remember that.
So next topic.
Next topic is, have you seen the trailer for the movie The End?
No.
No.
Do you know what it is?
Nope, it's probably about the end of something. Probably the end of humankind. It's probably about zombies. It's probably about trailers.
Okay. Take the juice away from her. Take the fun juice away.
Fun juice?
The fun juice.
Adult beverage.
The Orbits.
The Orbits. Oh.
Oh.
She's like rubbing my back trying to calm me down like a cat. Come on.
I think it's like, you know when you hiccup cry? I think that's what Claire gets when she laughs too hard. Is she starts to hiccup laugh.
Quiet, you crazy bitch. Be quiet.
See?
Be quiet. You can't see it, but like, she does this weird thing that looks like a cat about to throw up.
I can imagine it, actually.
Her tongue, it's terrible.
I've seen it with people.
I'm like covering her mouth now. So what is this movie about?
The End is, like Claire guessed, it's about the end of the world. It's the apocalypse. And, However, here is where it's, interesting. All the actors in that movie play themselves.
Interesting.
So you have, oh my god, who is in it? Jonah Hill, we have, Seth Rogen,
James Franco.
Oh my god. Yeah, James Franco. Oh, Emma Watson actually busts into their house and demands to have all their drinks.
She's basically raiding their house.
Yeah. So, I think one of the lines is Hermione Granger just robbed us.
Yeah.
Like, they all make fun of the movies they've been in. I really like when that happens, when actors play themselves.
I love when people...
The fourth wall.
My favorite person that he plays himself in things is Josh Groban. Because he always wants to be an asshole or really creepy in everything. He's like, I want to be a jerk. Make me a jerk in Glee. Josh Groban. That's my future husband, by the way.
I don't watch Glee.
I don't watch Glee anymore. I watched the first season and then they jumped the shark.
It was like the second episode of the first season, so.
Yeah, it was really early in the show.
Millions of years ago when Glee first started.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was like on the show and like he loves middle-aged fat ladies.
What?
Cause like, you know, that's his main demographic. That's like who are his fans. And like this girl's like, oh, I love you, Josh Groban. And he's like, sorry, you're not my type.
Oh my god.
The only thing I've seen Josh Groban in was like his first, like when he was first coming out, I think he was on Ally McBeal?
Ally McBeal.
That was like, that's what the only thing I've seen him in. Except like when he's hosting like, what is it? Kelly, when Regis left. And he was kind of popping in every once in a while, but where he was actually playing a character, or, yeah, it was Ally McBeal. Yeah.
I'm sending you guys a link to the best thing ever. It's from Jimmy Kimmel.
How are they gonna watch it while you guys are podcasting?
I'm gonna send it to them and they can watch it later.
I have the technology to watch it and record it. I won't even hear it, because I'm magic.
I won't. I don't trust myself. But tell us about it.
Okay, Josh Groban was on Jimmy Kimmel, and it was like a mock advertisement for a new CD that was coming out that has like 350 tracks. And what he does is sing Kanye West tweets.
Oh my god.
He's playing piano, it's like very serious. He's wearing glasses and a suit. He's like, hello. It's a new move for me is to sing Kanye West's very, very wonderful and in-depth tweets. It is hilarious.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We'll put that in the link though.
Yes.
So, while in GameStop, I was wondering, is Sega ever gonna come out with a game console? And there's been rumors like, yeah, they're gonna make a game console,
Well,
but they never did.
had that contract.
Right. They had a 10-year contract, like, we promised we'll make a console. But I don't know if they actually will, not in the near future.
Promising they'd make a console. It was a 10-year contract promising they wouldn't make a console.
No, that's what I said.
That's what I said.
Oh, that's...
Okay.
No, would not. And I tried to look up any information about it. Obviously, there isn't any. But I did find out that Sega partnered with a Japanese company called Ebten, to make products, and they've made, like, licensed Sega laptops.
What? Wow. Like Sonic the Hedgehog, or?
No, like, just
just
like Sega, like, Dreamcast looking, and yeah. The Dreamcast one looks nice, but it's just like a white and laptop with orange and black highlights. Like,
that's why you think it looks nice, because of the orange. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Aperture.
Well, what was the company that was going to make a new console? You were telling me about.
Oh, I was telling you, let's see, since it's a really random company. It might be, is it Samsung?
Samsung?
I think
Really?
Samsung is coming out with
What?
Yeah. I read that somewhere. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think it was Samsung.
Like a gaming console.
It was one of the companies
Cell phone
that
company.
you know that make the. Yeah, I think it was because cell phones and television.
Yeah, it's Samsung.
Yeah.
Samsung. We're Samsung now. Sorry.
Well, I mean, and it sounds pretty absurd, but then think about when people first heard that Microsoft was coming out with an Xbox,
Yeah.
and it was shaped like an X. Good thing they changed that.
Well, there's also, like, there's a lot of companies that are all over the board, like Yamaha. They not only make instruments, like musical, classical instruments, but they also make, like, ATVs and
motocross
kind of shit. So why not? Why can't Samsung make
so I decided I was going to look it up, because I have a computer in front of me. Isn't that crazy? Apparently, what they're saying is that they're going to use the cloud network. And so it's not necessarily, I guess they're releasing a console as you'll be able to use your Samsung television as a console and just use the cloud to pull your games out, and then I guess you would have to have some type of controller or something.
Mm. So it's almost like, it's kind of in a way like how, I'm trying to think of a good comparison. It's not a physical thing. It's kind of like how music is almost all digital now.
Exactly.
And you don't really have a
I'm reading it now, and it
object.
says, consumers simply need a universal game controller that's USB compatible, and then broadband connected TV. And then just, I guess, get your games, put it on the cloud, and then you'll be able to play.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like that idea.
That seems like it'd be possibly a really good platform
for
for
sure.
indie game developers.
Mm-hmm, like Steam.
For sure.
That's good. We have a couple of friends, Team 2-Bit, that do some indie games that are really great. They just went to a convention.
They won an award, actually.
Yeah,
for
their game called Fist Puncher, and Claire will probably give you guys a link to share because the game is freaking awesome.
It's amazing. Team 2-Bit actually won IGN's Next Game Boss a few years ago. And,
It sounds really familiar.
yeah, the game that they won that with was Washington's Wig, which is about George Washington's dog, and he's trying to get George Washington's wig back, and you're crossing the Delaware.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you collect coins and stars, and you can jump into an eagle's talons to fly above stuff, or
Patriotically.
or you can jump on the back of a sturgeon
Yeah.
and go past stuff. And there's like Dalmatians shooting cannons at you,
English bulldogs, because, you know,
jumping
the British.
at you. Yeah.
But, Fist Puncher is it's a side scroller. It's supposed to be like an old school game where you fight stuff, but it's like really absurd, environments. Like the one that we played the most when we were at PAX Prime was the nude beach.
Yeah.
And so like you get through all the tiny bad guys and then you have to fight a big one, you know?
That takes up like, it's like a guy that just takes up the whole screen.
Like
He's giant.
it's totally like old school, like side scrolling fighting games.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarious. That game's amazing.
And they have really cool characters too. Like one of the characters is a beekeeper.
Yeah, she's a beekeeper. There's Dr. Karate, who's my favorite.
Yeah.
There's Hella Fists Gerald, and she is a roller derby girl.
That'd be my favorite.
Oh, and Steroid Jackson, who's this black bodybuilder athlete guy.
Yeah. Natalie's favorite is Kid Justice, who's just like a little kid.
He's a kid that like fights with the slingshot.
Yeah.
Aww.
And it's like, you know, it's really, is it 8-bit, 16-bit? It's like, you know, pixely.
It's like 8-bit. It's like old
It's
game.
it's
old
like
game.
an old game. It's fun.
Yeah.
Jeez, 8-bit?
It's very boxy in the
Wow.
best way possible.
Yeah.
And then you power up with like pizza slices
Yeah,
on the
of
ground
course.
and stuff.
Aww.
Pizza powers everybody.
Yeah. Powers me to go sit down.
But they're on Facebook and their stuff is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm reading right now that the Xbox 720 will be revealed on May 21st. And it's going to be starting for $500 for a normal model, but it says that it could be $300 for a subscription model. It's like $200 less.
Or less. Oh. That's weird.
Yeah, if you have a subscription model, you pay less money, but $500 for everybody else.
No.
No, that's okay. I'll pass.
I don't like what they're trying to do with the the new next gen. Is that what
Yeah.
you call it? Like
Yeah,
next gen consoles like that can only play the game on one console, and
Yeah.
after that, like it has no resale value. You can't loan it to somebody.
I also don't like that a lot of games now you have to be connected to the internet at
Yeah.
all
Every
times
game should
I don't
have
like
the
that
play
option
it.
either.
to be offline, I think.
I agree.
I agree. And I think for story mode or a first person mode, like Assassin's Creed, for example, I mean that should be completely offline. It's not like you're really trying to unlock anything online, or I don't know. It's just really stupid.
Yeah.
If you want to play online, play multiplayer.
Yeah. I was really surprised though when I was playing Borderlands with you guys that the multiplayer mode is the same as story mode.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That never occurred to me, and I never even heard of that. And I was just like, that's interesting.
There are still not a lot of games that do that though. Most of the time, multiplayer is just some other
It's usually like capture the
gameplay.
flag or,
Yeah.
you know, your typical online game.
Yeah.
Well, like for the newest Assassin's Creed game, it actually has a context within the actual game, which is kind of cool. Like
Because of the time period.
Yeah, because of
and
the time
characters.
period and because of like the context. It was really cool. What they did was they pretend advertised it as a way to like access your genetic memory, like through Abstergo Industries, and we got these really cool pamphlets that Ubisoft mocked up for promotion. It was like relive your ancestors' memories, but it was really to like for them to what's the word, like access your memories and find out information from you. And so it was like a crazy conspiracy.
Yeah, it was like to run simulations and like train Templars and stuff.
Yeah, it was really
Aww.
super fun.
It was just very creative because they tried to make it like
It-
if they were publicized. If they were publicizing it to the masses, like, hey, look at this cool new technology
yeah,
we
look at
have.
this cool,
Come check it
you know,
out.
alternate reality
It's
technology.
so cool. Even your mom will like it.
Your mom loves it.
Let your grandma relive the 60s as an assassin. It was really cool. Like they had at a Comic-Con, they had little mock-up videos and everything that were like, from Abstergo, this new technology.
Yeah,
that's
like a
cute.
commercial. It was like a commercial. It was really cool.
I like when companies do that, though. They kind of go that extra mile.
What's a popular series that you think you need to watch? Like, you should try it because people are talking about it, like, nonstop, like Walking Dead.
There's nothing because everything everything's graphic that people keep telling me to watch, and I don't like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
There's nothing that is out that is really popular. Game of Thrones is really graphic.
I like that.
Walking Dead is really graphic. Is there anything else that's really popular right now?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, which is, I don't know. Is it graphic? It probably is. It's about meth labs.
I don't think so. It shouldn't be.
Well, Breaking Bad is one that a lot of my coworkers have told me is really good. I just haven't had the time to watch it. Same with Walking Dead. It seems like a show that's tailor-made for me. It's about...
if I liked zombies, I'd probably like it.
Yeah.
It's about, like, isn't it like a cowboy thing?
It's like a post-apocalyptic zombie
I don't think it's cowboy. It's
show.
It's small town.
Did you say cowboy?
No. It's like small town, so like your sheriff wears his cowboy hat, but that's about it.
And I don't have any interest in it. Alternate universe Claire, who likes zombies, would not watch it.
I've been meaning to watch Walking Dead, but it's really just because I don't have enough time to watch it, and I feel like I would really have to sit down and marathon it, you know? Like, give it
But it was like we tried to watch Game of Thrones, and I'm sure, you know, I'm almost 100% positive that it gets better. But I got so fucking tired of hearing winter is coming in just that first episode that I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. No.
Here, spoiler.
Well, I talked to my sister and she said in the book, it hasn't come yet.
Well, in the
you can't compare
you can't even
two.
like, okay, you cannot compare the book and this show, like, at all. It's so different. It's like, I don't know, it's like every book adaptation that's made into a movie or a show.
It's like Lord of the Rings, how Frodo waited like 60 years to actually go.
Or until he was 60, I can't remember.
Until he was 60 to like go and do the whole ring journey.
Well, obviously they can't have him wait for a whole bunch of years
They
before
should. They should just have him sit there
and sip tea for the first 2 hours of the movie.
I'd watch that movie.
I think it's time to have biscuits again.
11Z's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I really like Game of Thrones, but that being said, it is like a whole different beast than the rest. And I think the big reason why I like Game of Thrones is because I'm a big fan of Peter Dinklage, and his character basically makes the show for me.
I keep hearing about how great he is.
He's amazing.
Oh, he's super
He's
funny.
really good, and yeah, he
was in 30 Rock.
He adds a little bit of levity in times where you're just like, what the fuck just happened? So, he's a good character.
I also want to watch it, and I will continue to watch it because I have to see when it gets better. But the Dragon Lady.
Oh my gosh.
The mother of dragons?
This one time in the parking lot, Natalie, like, went all Daenerys Targaryen on me and was like, and the mother of dragons! I'm my coworker, and I was like, great.
Yeah.
That was the first time she's ever seen you.
I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm Claire's crazy girlfriend, and also the mother of dragons. There are my dragons! I do like Daenerys. She gets way more badass.
I saw in GIFs on Tumblr, because I can't escape them.
What?
And,
is there anything else that's out there again?
I'm trying to think what other shows that, like, we haven't really watched.
The only shows that we watched, and they're all fucking over now, were Being Human.
Oh, we were watching the British one for a while.
Yeah, and then all of the main cast left, and I was like, well, I'm done.
You know what? We tried watching the British one, and we had to shut it off halfway through the episode.
Well, and see, I think that's the problem with me is that, I want to watch the American version, but I feel like once you've watched one version, it kind of ruins you for the other version.
You can't watch the other one.
Because you're like, that's not George.
George was way too, like, over the top whiny to me. I was like, I can't handle him.
Yeah,
and I feel like the American version, which his name is Josh, it's way more toned down. Like, he's still, like, you could tell where they both have that same base of character, but one's, like, severely exaggerated this side.
Yeah, I know a lot of BBC fans really hate American adaptations, but I still really want to watch The American Being Human.
the werewolves are gorgeous in the American
Oh my god,
Being
that
Human.
werewolf transformation in the British Being Human was...
Oh, man. I think because I had such high expectations because I've seen the werewolf transformation in the American one that I was just like, oh.
There's like a million things with werewolf transformations now too. I think the worst part about the British one was when they, like at first it starts out really cool with the spine and everything, but then it gets to the part where it has the big fake foam muzzle, and that's the part where I'm like, oh my god, his face just turned into a hot dog. Like that's what makes me think. Like a big hot dog bun.
Well, like when we saw his back,
and then he
like,
turned,
wow, he looks really
and those
good.
eyes that
and
were
they turned
like
around.
Halloween mask giant.
Yeah, it was, and the stupid teeth.
And then I loved how when he's in the woods, what color? Like they used like a purple light, like for
purple.
moon. Like it was just so old. Like if
purple to me means
just,
menacing.
it was like just
obviously.
a purple light. Like someone was like throw a purple filter on that, like transparency on that light, and it'll just set the entire. Which it made me feel like, I don't know, the creature from the Black Lagoon should have been coming out.
One of my least favorite scenes in the British Being Human was when George has sex with a vampire in the forest after he just finished transforming back into a human, because the only thing I could think of was, ew, hygiene. Like, he just ran around dragging his wolf balls all over the ground and probably carrying that raw chicken in his mouth all night, and then they do it, and I'm like, girl, you're gonna get like salmonella in all of your spaces. That's just gross.
Oh my
This is
god.
nasty. That's all I could think of was how nasty it was. And he had like dirt sticking on his butt and stuff, and I'm like, ah.
There are a lot of
Not
butts in the
sexy.
British
Oh,
version.
yeah.
There's
British
like all
version.
kinds of man butts.
Yeah.
Man booty.
Yeah, it's BBC is British Butt Central. 'Cause that's yeah.
Boy butts.
And then, speaking of BBC, did you guys hear that they're starting to film the next season of Sherlock?
No.
Yeah, they just started last month.
How many seasons does it have?
2.
Okay, I was like, it's 1 or 2, but I can't remember.
And there's only 6 episodes, but each episode is almost like a short. It's almost like a movie.
Yeah, each
because
episode's like an hour and a half.
yeah,
Yeah, they're really long. We only got up to episode like 4.
okay. Well, then you got pretty far in.
You almost finished.
You can tell which episodes are written by certain people because the second episode of both seasons is bad.
Is poop.
Yeah. The first one was like really bad
It
with
was
the
really-
Chinese.
Oh my god.
You
it
know,
was so racist.
I almost expected her to be like, Confucius say, like it was so stereotypically racist.
also
It was
made
bad.
It made me angry because it was like really bad, inaccurate museum stuff. Like
Yeah.
even someone like it
They
was
were
more-
holding like ancient pottery with their
Yeah. That's
plot
what.
on this.
Yeah.
That's the only way it can stay regular and so it won't crack. I'm like, no, you put
Yeah.
that in a never
It was
mind.
just really
Never
stupid
mind.
too because it was like, oh look, they have Chinese characters and they talk about tea and
Origami.
They talk about tea, origami, Chinese mafia, and kung fu ninjas. That's all the episode was.
We watched it.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it
this
was-
is the most
it was
racist
bad.
thing I've ever seen in my life. It was horrible.
And then the Hound of Baskerville in the next
Was
season
pretty-
was also
it was
really
pretty
bad
wacky.
too. It was just done so terribly.
I think
They
that's
could
the
have
only
done so
Sherlock
much
book
with
that I
that.
actually read in middle school.
Everybody reads Hounds of Baskerville.
Yeah.
That's like the one.
And that's why I was really disappointed.
Yeah, I know, I was
too.
really
Like,
excited
I was
for it.
like, everybody's gonna expect a lot from this episode.
I was thinking that. I was like, that's the one that you want to make nice and not fuck
Yeah.
up.
Exactly. I mean, that one everybody knows.
Everybody knows, like, if you talk about Sherlock Holmes, I mean, before Sherlock came
Well,
out,
on like a
obviously.
Scandal in Belgravia,
Yeah.
everybody does that one
Well, it's like
too.
the Lady in Scarlet sometimes, but mostly Hounds of Baskerville
Yeah.
is what people know.
And I know people really disagree with me, but I actually really like Irene Adler in this adaptation.
She's so pretty.
I like her. I think she's pretty neat. I know a lot of
She's
people.
an interesting character.
I know a lot of people had issues.
No, we didn't get
because
Did
to
you
she
guys
was
get
a-
to her?
Oh, then I'm not even going to talk
We're not,
anymore.
like,
Never mind.
spoiler people.
I think you might.
Like, we usually...
Okay, well,
Well, I mean, we're on a podcast.
Well, what
though.
is it? Like, you
Yeah.
already
Let's
dug
not-
yourself, I think, at that point.
yeah, I'll just say that I like Irene Adler. I think they did something with her that went with how they adapted Sherlock for the modern version, because they're supposed to be like...
Modern versions of the character.
Well, I almost want to say that she's like the female counterpart to Sherlock. Not necessarily romantically, but like,
As a, like a foe.
no, like, I'm trying to think. Kind of like a weird yin-yang thing.
Yeah.
She's kind of like the opposite of him in a lot of ways.
Oh, Pepper's licking Potato's face.
So I think they did a good job with that one, especially because they pose him in the new one as an asexual,
Yeah.
crazy, sociopath.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that she would be on the other end of the spectrum, and be a dominatrix and, you know,
Hypersexual.
hypersexualized, yeah.
But not like in like the way you would think in a show, like how women are portrayed a lot.
Yeah. And she dresses really fantastic.
Oh
Oh,
my-
my god.
She's a beautiful.
Alexander McQueen all up on that. Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
adaptations.
But yeah, they started filming on that one, so
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be pretty good.
I'm excited.
Everybody's waiting to see what they do after Reichenbach Fall, yeah, which was the last episode, which I will not tell you about because you guys have to watch it.
It doesn't have a cliffhanger. Like, okay, let me rephrase that. Is the cliffhanger like unbearable?
Unbearable.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrible.
Let's wait until the new season. I'm sorry, series because it's British.
Yeah. Wait
Then
until
what?
it comes out.
Until the
Maybe
new one
we'll
comes
see.
out.
Catch up.
And then watch it. And then watch the second season,
Yeah.
then watch the third season.
Then you won't have to wait 2 years like everybody else.
Sounds good.
like the rest of us
Yeah.
miserable fuckers.
Yeah. Also, I highly recommend getting back into Supernatural and watching season 8, or as many have dubbed it, season great. After season 5, the show kind of started its swan song, but season 8 is like helping pick it back up. It's gotten a lot better.
What season is White Suit Sam in?
That
5.
is season 5.
Okay, so
And
maybe
that episode is the end, which
It's
is
called
when
The End.
it's called the end, which is when Dean goes into the future.
yeah. I can't remember the last
after
episode I
that,
watched.
yeah.
It was like way after that. Yeah, way after that.
Season 5 is when the angel stuff comes to a head, and then season 6 is when Sam has no soul, and season 7 is all Leviathans and Sam with no shirt.
See, no, we're not there yet. We're not. I think we just started 6, and then we stopped.
Yeah, season 5 is pretty good. Season 6 is, I don't know, I hear divided.
Season sucks.
Yeah, a lot of people call it season sucks. But yeah. Claire, where are you going?
I don't
This
know.
is your podcast.
Sorry,
Don't leave
I-
me over here.
Sorry, I went to turn on the lights and then I went to pet the cat.
She went to go pet cats.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
That's the phrase for today.
That seems legit.
Seems legit. We have you watched the first Haunting in Connecticut?
No, but I watched the cheesy Discovery Channel show A Haunting where they featured that whole case and it was awesome. I watched cheesy bad ghost shows.
Yeah,
by
like
the way.
searching for Bigfoot.
Oh my god, that's Potato's show. No, you don't understand. I watched Finding Bigfoot for Potato because it's his show. He loves it. He'll sit down when he knows I'm watching it. He'll come over and sit on me. Like he'll lay down on me and watch the TV. It's hilarious.
That's kind of a cute concept.
It's really cute. He loves cryptids, cryptozoology. It's his thing. It's his favorite. There's the cat masters in it.
Gotta draw him in a little suit. Cryptozoology major.
At Kitty Cat University.
Yeah.
That's adorable. He would have like the tweed sports coat with the leather elbow patches.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
Little bow tie too.
Yeah, just like his mama.
Yeah. But the reason why I ask if you've seen it is because we watched the second one because we thought it was just gonna be like.
Oh, isn't it like a haunting in Kentucky or something? Why are you doing that?
It was.
He's cutting up a glue stick.
Oh, that's weird. Don't do that.
Don't do that with my yarn scissors.
Sorry.
Give me those. Anyway, yeah. So what's that about? It looks
It's
silly
way better.
from
Not
the
that you
previews.
saw the
I saw
first one, but it's way better than the first one. The story is more compelling, like because it's also Georgia, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's once again based off of another true story, but it's just way more interesting, and it deals with like slavery and Underground Railroad.
Remember, Natalie, we saw that preview and you're like, that little girl's more articulate than the
That's a
grown
common
woman.
thing where
Remember
they're saying that
She
the little
was-
girl
she's
is like way
awesome.
better an actress than anybody else in the movie.
In the movie, who is it? Someone really that I know, that I've heard of. Who's
What-
the lady?
What one is this? I don't even know what movie
It's
you're
the
talking about.
Haunting in Connecticut
Georgia.
too.
So-
I don't remember. I just remember
saw-
seeing one preview.
We
of
saw a
it.
preview for it, and they had like a really long preview on demand, and you're like, that little girl's more articulate than that grown-ass woman.
That sounds like something I'd say.
Sorry. So it was good?
Yeah, we actually really liked it.
Hmm.
It was spooky. Not really. It's spooky for you. We should make a graph in spookiness.
I won't even be on there.
Love to see
No,
It'll be
I
at
won't
like
even be
the
on there.
top, I guess.
Because there's no. No, I know.
No, that's
what
how
I'm saying
spooky
is,
it
like,
is.
There is no spooky for me.
No. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's no level of too spooky.
yeah. I had a point and then it vanished.
Anywho,
Anyway.
Have you seen the bad lip reading?
I want
It's
to know
the
what that is,
funniest
because I keep
freaking-
seeing, I keep hearing it.
It's so funny, dude.
My coworker was telling me about a bad lip reading that was like a
the
football game.
best ones are like Twilight.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's like actual Twilight, like the movie, and then they put it on mute and make up words.
Disgusting.
Yeah, they just make up
Okay,
whole
so I'm
scripts
linking
for
it
these
for
scenes.
later.
Yeah, don't watch it now. But it's so funny. Because the words match up better than
And the
what they
thing is,
actually
too, is
say.
it's not like they're just saying it or anything. Like, they're trying to honestly act it out. So you kind of forget that these aren't the actors' actual voices because it just matches up so well. That you're like, why are they talking about cake?
So this is like when you mute the TV and you make up your own
Oh,
script.
yeah, only
It's
they
because it's
actually
bad
look
lip
like
reading, so it's
they're
it's watching their lips and basically coming up with something that would fit how their lips are moving. So that's why everything like seems so legit with what they're saying, even though they're talking about the stupidest shit.
That's funny.
The Twilight one's the
It's pretty
funniest, but then
hilarious.
there's
We
also
saw-
a really good Spider-Man one, the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Spider-Man one is pretty.
Isn't another thing that's like that where I think it's bad subtitles for video games?
Are you talking about the bad voiceover?
Is it bad voiceover?
Where the guy does the voices?
Like they're not that. It's like they show screen caps. Like people post these screen caps on Tumblr, and like it's
Oh, I understand.
doesn't make any sense. Like every night I eat cake and sadness, but it's obviously not that because it's like Skyrim or something. I don't understand what it is.
I thought you meant like they take clips from movies and shit, and then they put it in a GIF, and then they put like subtitles on the bottom. Captions. Captions is the word I'm looking for.
It's like a screen cap with captions that don't actually make sense. I'm not really sure what it is.
Like there's one of Harry Potter saying "Expecto Patronum," but the caption is "I'm itching my scrotum."
It's not that, but that's amazing.
The most famous one that I can think of is, This Is Sparta, is red sauce on pasta.
That basically sounds like, any Chinese bootleg you'll ever buy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like we were trying to watch One Piece, and three of the main guys' names are Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp.
Oh, Usopp, yeah.
And their names were Sauron, Starkist, and Crookboo.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's the Dark Lord of Mordor and Candy and whatever the hell Crookboo is.
I thought my Naruto ones were bad. They were just using the Korean versions of everyone's
I was
names.
getting so confused. I was like,
Oh.
what?
Like, not even Naruto was Naruto. And I can't remember what any of them were, but, like, we had to relearn characters' names.
We were watching Gankutsuo, which is the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
And, we had some really bad subtitles in the version I got. And there's a scene where he finds a photograph of the Count of Monte Cristo in his mom's, room, and it's just in big subtitles, why does my mom love the cunt?
Oops.
Oh no.
It's like all in caps. Like the subtitles yelled it.
There was this post I saw where someone took a bunch of screen grabs of this terrible subtitled version of Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh god.
And I need to actually go look it up because these subtitles were terrible. Some of the worst ones I have ever
I felt like they
seen.
were just adding shit. Like they were like,
Yeah, like it actually
they had
couldn't have
somebody
happened.
sit
There's
down
no way.
and they were like, do you speak Japanese? Do you understand it? No. Alright, so just watch the movie and type shit out when they're talking and kind of just guess. Yes.
Infer. That's we went when we were at Otakon, we went to a nostalgia room and they had Cyborg 009 and it didn't have subtitles.
Oh,
So the guy running the video was
On a microphone.
He had a microphone and he's like, okay, so at first he was really serious. He was like trying to tell the story and he's like, I don't know, that dog just shot a laser out of its mouth at Cyborg 009. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
And then the worst part came about halfway through the marathon. The worst / best. They have a cyborg who's the black guy.
They're all different races.
Yeah, they're all different races from different continents, and they all have different abilities. And this guy, he can, it looks like he almost turns into a submarine, and he can jump in the water, and he goes really fast. And the black guy sitting in front of us yells really loud, he can swim? And the guy with the microphone was like, I'm so glad you said that before I did.
Oh shit, you can swim?
Just died.
Yeah, it was terrible. And then the laser dog got shot with a gun.
Oh, and it was really sad.
Yeah,
And
it
the
was
cyborg was
sad.
crying.
He's like, how dare you shoot my dog? Yeah.
That was the best.
That cartoon is pretty amazing. It's the really, really old
The old one that's in black and white.
Yeah,
like
it's
the
really
old
old.
cartoon. And it was like a really bad quality, like low quality video with like parts cut out.
They almost look like World War II propaganda cartoons. They're so
Yeah.
bad.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was probably the best thing I'd ever seen.
That was probably the best thing we did at Otakon is we went to a Cyborg 009 marathon. That, and we went to a Yu Yu Hakusho marathon.
Oh my god, that was so...
my god.
People were just like, big dudes were just yelling like, I love you, Kuwabara!
Oh my god.
No, the best
It was amazing.
Yu Yu Hakusho related thing that I've ever experienced was at, I think it was Fanime.
It was
it
Fanime.
Fanime last year? There was the most amazing Kuwabara cosplay. He had the most beautiful wig I'd ever seen. And I was like, I love your wig! Like, I get really excited when I see characters I really like. And he's like, it's not my wig! It's my hair!
Character.
And I was like, I love it!
But
Yeah, people were like going crazy over Yu Yu Hakusho.
That show
at
is the
Otakon.
shit. I
The room
love
it was like a huge
We,
room.
we had
it
to
was,
sit on the floor.
Yeah, it was so full that people had the doors open and were watching it over people's shoulders in the hallway.
I like that. I like that when that happens.
Yeah, and everybody was like, yeah, oh my god!
Photon!
Yeah.
That was amazing.
And
Otakon
then-
was fun.
Yeah, now that we're older convention goers, we finally, like, take the time to go to panels and events. And before we just kind of ran around and cosplayed, and now we don't care. So we're like, fuck it, we look gross. Let's go watch Sailor Moon Marathon.
At
So
12 at night.
Yeah, so at midnight last year we went to a Sailor Moon Marathon, and I've never seen any theater of people ever get so invested in what they're watching. People,
Ever.
people were dragging their boyfriends, and they were like, what's going on? And she goes, no, you've missed too much.
You missed too much.
Fuck you.
There were these two dudes sitting by us, and I don't think they'd ever seen Sailor Moon before, and this was the very end of Super S.
So Mistress Nine stuff
All
is
the
happening?
Mistress 9 stuff, and like, they were like, I don't understand, they already defeated them. That was really fast. I was like, no, listen, this is the end of the season. They're like
Yeah.
super powerful now, it's okay.
And
like,
by the end, they were getting like really concerned. Like, how are they going to do this?
like,
How can Sailor Moon beat her? She can't beat her.
it was amazing. Like, they were so emotionally invested by this
Oh
point.
god, and then when she did like the crisis, and people
Moon
were like
Crisis.
standing up and cheering.
Oh.
It
Theater.
was a standing ovation.
Like people
It
were
was
crying
insane.
and cheering. But then again, we were also watching Sailor Moon past
Everybody was
midnight.
just punched
so-
drunk.
Of course, it was kind of insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody, and I drank like 3 root beers, and I don't even drink soda, so I was really hyper,
She's
and
like,
I'm like, oh my god, her hair is so long! It was a surreal experience.
It was really intense.
And then one year, our friend Chris, who you guys are gonna meet from Philadelphia.
Not the podcast,
No,
but
Chris, our other friend Chris, who we cosplay with a lot. She decided she wanted to see the Endless Waltz movie.
Gundam Wing. At
in-
6 in the goddamn morning.
Yeah, it started at 6 in the morning, so while everybody else was asleep, she woke me up and dragged me to Endless Waltz.
And Natalie tried to wake me up, and she's like, baby, do you want to go watch the Gundam Wing? I was like, no!
So we're like in pajamas with ladies watching Gundam.
Oh my god.
It's pretty amazing. Well, what's nice is that they have a nostalgia room that's just
Yeah,
nostalgic
like
anime.
old shit.
But the problem is, Fanime likes to show the really popular nostalgic titles
Oh.
fuck in the morning. So if you want to go see like the original Dragon Ball, it's going to be at 4 o'clock in the morning.
So you better stay up or get up really early.
Yeah. And then they'll just show weird stuff during the day. But if you want to see like the actual ones
Real
that people grew
nostalgia.
up with, like Slayers,
Oh,
then
Slayers.
you have to get up at 4 in the morning.
Well, that's how you know that you're committed to seeing that panel or that showing.
You know what's sad too is that we have it all on DVD
We
at
have
home.
all 3 seasons.
And we
It's different
still
watching
go
it with
and
like a
watch
big group of
it.
people, though. It's like exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
People really get into it too.
Were
I'd
you
say that's my new favorite thing about conventions is the
Yeah.
video room.
Were you guys like around in the era of fan dubbing? Like funny fan dubbing?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wish people still did that. I was thinking about it the other day. I remember the first time I ever went to Fanime was in 2001, and they had Redeath, which is this Evangelion fan dub that's really stupid and raunchy. And I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, people don't
Well, you
do
have,
that anymore.
you know what, there's
No,
copyright
not
things
much.
now too, because if you think of like, My Little Pony, they did, Friendship is Witchcraft,
Friendship
which
is
is
Witchcraft.
a fan dub, but they got in trouble. So, they had to
Oh.
stop
Yeah.
doing it.
Well, in conventions now, I know conventions now aren't supposed to show fan subbed animes anymore, which is a shame because before you used
That's
to
how
be
you
able to.
saw new shows.
Yeah, you used to be able to go to a convention and watch a preview
There'd
of a
be
show
there'd
before
be
it
a
come to
room.
America.
There'd be a room of fan subs, like dedicated to fan
Yeah.
subs.
Oh.
Like, I remember going to see that when Wolf's Rain first
Oh,
came
yeah.
out in Japan,
Yeah.
and there were only about 3 episodes, and I went and saw it in a video room at a convention.
I think I remember seeing like some of the later seasons of Sailor Moon in a fan sub room because, you know, it hadn't come to America yet. Like they hadn't
Yeah.
gotten that far. That was the only way you could see it because, you know, you couldn't downloading wasn't as, widespread yet.
So basically what we're saying is Crunchyroll, you
Crunchyroll's
need
pretty
to
great.
have video room and
Yeah.
show a bunch of stuff that we can't watch in
Dear
America yet.
Crunchyroll,
Yeah.
please have a video room.
Yeah. If they did, I would watch the whole series of Another again.
Oh, that show, you guys, I recommend that before on another episode. That's the creepy show. It's too spooky for me. On a level of spookiness, it's too spooky for me.
Yeah.
It's actually, did you guys ever see that gif of, it's like a gif set of a girl falling down the stairs and she lands really cutely, and then there's another one where the girl lands
Yes.
down. That second one where she gets impaled on the umbrella is from Another.
Yeah. It's from Another.
Oh, I wanted to watch that.
Yeah.
It's really good, and the animation is actually really good.
I watched some of the less spooky episodes,
Yeah.
and the animation was very beautiful. Also, it reminded me of that meme that was going around that was, it's not a real anime unless there's an episode where they go to the beach.
And they even
They
have...
go to the beach in Another.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is true though.
Think about, every single anime
Everything.
that's worth its salt, they go to the beach.
Yep. I'm trying to think of one where they haven't. Even
Me too.
Harlock that takes place in space, they have been to a beach.
Yeah.
What about Outlaw Star?
Unless, I think they go, they at least go to an onsen. That's
Yeah.
that kind of counts.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess that
pretty
counts.
sure they go to the beach.
I feel like they did.
I feel like there's a bikini at some point in that show.
It may just have been promo art.
Yeah.
Because they always have to have, it should be amended to, you can't have an anime without promo art of all the female characters in bikinis.
Yeah.
Love Outlaw Star. We bought it on DVD last year at Fanime, and I love that show. That was the first anime I saw the entirety of.
Yeah.
Same.
Because, I'm even thinking, even Madoka, where they look like they're 6-year-olds, they have pictures of them in bikinis.
Yeah.
Madoka, by the way, is fantastic. It's so much better than I thought it would be.
I have to finish it. I've started so much shit and then I just
shit.
haven't finished it.
I'm not even ashamed to admit that I, gross shonen anime cried all over myself. There was snot and everything. Series. I was just oh my god, it makes so much sense now. Why?
I know what happens at the end. I know what happens in episode 3. I know why everything is going on. I just haven't watched the show.
When you rewatch the show, knowing what happens at the end, it makes it so
Worse.
terrible
Worse.
at the beginning. Yes.
This
It's
makes me depressed because I haven't
absolutely
finished
horrible.
it yet. I haven't watched it because she watched it without me.
And without really getting too much into it, one of the characters I feel the worst for is the friend that doesn't become a magical girl. Because she has no idea what happens to her friends. And I won't say anything else. But
I would hate to be that one character that gets
So,
screwed
or
in any series where everybody gets shit and you're just you.
like Molly / Naruto.
Yeah.
Molly. It's completely written out of the show practically. Cause
Yeah.
She ends up not even, cause they go to high school and I don't even think she's in the later season. Graduate to high school, that's Sailor Moon stars, and she moves out and lives with Mamoru.
Yeah, I don't think she finishes high school.
Who the fuck cares? She's the queen of the
I
universe.
know,
Technically,
she
she's
still-
already
she still
done her
rules the
schooling.
universe, so it's not like,
She's having to relive school.
yeah. Yeah, she just schooled the universe, so she doesn't need to go to school.
Sailor Moon's amazing.
I love Sailor Moon.
Oh, I love
Oh
Sailor
my
Moon
God.
so much.
I reread the end of the manga again a couple of weeks ago, and I cried all over myself. I need to stop finding sad Japanese stuff.
Sad Japanese. I stop
Oh,
using
God.
the internets to find sad
I
Japanese
know.
things.
God, Japan, why are you so sad?
Sasame Kikoto.
Oh my goodness. But the end of Sailor Moon is so satisfying, but sad.
I wanted to wrap up saying that we're looking to maybe have different things to look forward to in Popcorn Ranch.
Non-podcast related
We want
segments.
to, different segments besides podcast, talking over movies, anime movies.
A bad lip reading, that'd be fun.
Mystery Science Theater 3000. Only with us.
Oh, one of my coworkers told me I had to watch this one that was
Oh, now it was like Agent, I can't remember, it's like Agent Badass, or something,
God.
like Agent Werewolf.
We've seen
that one.
A lot of them.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of them.
Girl with the gold
Boots.
yeah.
I like the one with Rouse Dowser. I don't remember what it's actually called, but I wonder if there's beer on the sun. That's the one I like.
I think that the movie is my favorite, though.
We should pick like a really bad movie. Natalie and I like to go to the store and go into like the $5 bin where they have 2 movies on a DVD.
Or even the dollar bin at like the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
They'll
That's the
have
goal,
random
though, is to pretty much
DVDs.
find a bad movie, and then we'll make fun of it, and then probably feature like, a clip
Just take
version,
clips.
and then eventually we'll see if we can't post the full version somewhere. But,
Like Soccer Mom
so
Ninja or something
just start
like
looking
that.
for terrible shit, because this is the goal.
Oh, we have a gold mine for you.
Oh my god.
Claire will hook you up.
We have so many bad movies.
That's good. We need them. But, that's something to look forward to. If you do listen to us, please, I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, subscribe to our YouTube, Tumblr,
now.
do something.
We're on
Follow us
iTunes.
We're on iTunes, so if you want to follow us on iTunes, just do one, so we know that you're listening, so we can say hello to you.
Hello.
Hello, like that, just exactly like that. And it really means a lot. What the hell was that?
We should have a sign up that's like, Tobuscus's, that's like, do, subscribe. But I can't say Tobuscus because he made it up.
I'm going to take that exact clip
It's just
and
you
do that.
saying it.
Do
Yep,
it, I don't
that's
care.
gonna-
Natalie used to have a ringtone that was me going, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep,
Was
beep.
it your phone, hun, where I recorded... No, it was my phone, where I recorded me doing the Mortal Kombat theme song.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I remember seeing that with my friends, and we'd like try to do the deep voice into our voice to make it sound all messed up.
Oh my god.
I feel like we should just end it right there.